We're back in action again, another day. I know you were probably thinking, wow, this guy needs to stop doing everything he's doing. But guess what, ladies and germs? I absolutely did not do that. And for that, I'm proud. I'm proud to be an American. Backing up a truck in American Truck Simulator. What's happening, everybody? This is another day. This is another day. We're still alive. We're still doing well. We're still hauling a little truck. Come on. As I stall and look like a loser. What is going on over there? You gotta slow. Oh, I gotta be real slow with it. There's a large haul. There we go. Get her going first. Look at that. That's a haul and a half right there. I like that. It was an 8-hour trip. I figured this time we would get this haul started, so I actually had a plan for what I was about to do. I didn't want to waste time by playing the game, you know, how it's supposed to be meant to be played. Instead, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about our feelings and have a good time and listen to a radio station. Tune in, baby. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do. So it was a long time ago in my life. I was just. So this is what is it? What day is this? January 19, 2023, episode 2 of Driving Sober with Ty. Even though it does not look like I'm driving sober. I am, I assure you, this is another day in the books. We're doing well so far. I got over the hump. I got over this little, you know, stress that I had from that interview. I already did it. Let me tell you. I'll tell you about that a little bit later. Oh, trailer damage. That's fine. It's not my trailer. Nobody will never know. Better not tell them. Don't call them. Tell them. I made a mistake, all right? It happens. Mistakes happen. But first, I had to get the girl. I have a Coca-Cola with me today. The cheap cola, like the off-brand cola. Nothing wrong with that. Just a little pour from not having a job. So but I still gotta drink something, obviously. And rather than drinking that sweet, sweet nectar, I'm drinking that sweet, sweet Coca-Cola. Let me tell me, are you a Coke drinker? Not that kind of Coke. Are you a Coca-Cola drinker? Or are you a Pepsi kind of person? Really doesn't make a big difference at all. I feel like I am nice. I feel like I am Coke when I'm having a sandwich. You know, if I'm at Subway, if I'm at Wendy's, I'm just gonna have plain old Coca-Cola. Plain old Coca-Cola. When I don't know when I have Pepsi. Pepsi's good with like some chips and dips. I like a good little Pepsi on the side. I don't know. It really depends on my mood. Normally when I drink Pepsi products, it's Mountain Dew. Mountain Dizzle. Now it's kind of awkward now because I just interviewed for a Pepsi job, and I really don't drink it very much. Other than Mountain Dew. I love me some Mountain Dew. It's very bad for you. But that's okay. Because it's better than alcohol. Not like, you know, better. I would rather have alcohol. But no, I don't. I don't want it. I don't need it. I would rather have good, delicious, green, teeth rottening Mountain Dizzle Dew, baby. She's looking back at me and I'm like, so what do you say? You're my girlfriend now, right? And And she looked at me, and I looked at her. Then she looked back at me, then I looked back at her, and she was like, get away from me. And I'm like, what do you mean? You so coppers. And she's like, no, I did, and you literally gave me the thing, and it was. So yeah, we're here again today, driving the big old Harvester. Look at that, baby. That's a long one. Stay on the road. Stay on the road. Ah! We're gonna kill each other in the end. This whole life we are gonna live together, apart. Because I don't like you. Get away from me. It's going to be competing. Something really bad happened. Competing against each other. That's what happens when you don't drive sobers, kids. All right? That is what absolutely happens. Come on. This is what happens. Also, when your computer breaks. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, that's not working. Let's reverse. Ah! I don't know what happened there. All right, let's try to bring it out. Yeah, let's bring her that way. Yeah, my computer just kind of freaked out there. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what could happen when you drive drunk. If you drive drunk. Not if you drive sober. I mean, I guess it did happen when you drive sober. Pay attention to the road. And when you're driving, don't use a computer. Because computers fail. Sorry, Elon Musk. Alright, get back on track. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's get back into this, baby. So now that we're back on track, now we're driving sober, let me tell you a little bit about my day. So I've been trying to get up lately, trying to wake up early, trying to get up at the good old 8 a.m. era. I've been doing okay with it. Yesterday I did really good. I told you about that yesterday. I got up bright and early. But today, I set my alarm clock for 8 a.m. Nope, we got a roadblock going on. Oh, I need to go that way. No! Get out of the way! Jeez, I am wrecking so much today. That wasn't my fault, though. That was his. So I got up. 8 a.m. Alarm clock goes off. Beep, beep, beep. Snooze. 5 minutes later. Beep, beep, beep. Snooze again. I can't be having none of that. 5 minutes later. And on and on and on. And it was the most disturbing act of laziness I've ever witnessed. Now, I normally do that. Ooh, this is a good song. Let's check it out. So what did I do? I went to the bar and I had a couple beers with my friends. Yes, I did. Yeehaw! It's like we're in a Western. I don't know why. I don't think people would play this song. Look at that car. So anyway, so I kept snoozing. I had the interview this morning. Oh my. That's cool. Am I gonna? Oh, that's pretty neat. I didn't know they had that in this game. Hey, bales are rolling. Hey, bales are rolling. See, this is a real Western now, baby. So, oh, little copper's behind me. Probably shouldn't be speeding. Oh, never mind. That's not a copper. Stop looking like a cop car, sucker. So I had my interview today. I had an interview this morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get up 8 o'clock. I'm going to drink a little bit of coffee. Now, I noticed I've never drank coffee before. I've never really drinking coffee before. Now, I've been drinking coffee lately, and let me tell you, that clears my system right out. I don't want to, be disgusting, but let me tell you, I sip on the coffee, and it runs. Literally, it's like little coffee particles are running through my body all the way out. As disgusting as that is, I've heard of the coffee poops before, and now I've lived them. So, unfortunately, I kept putting off my alarm. I kept snoozing. I finally get up. 10:50 in the morning. What? 10:50? I have an hour and 10 minutes to get to this interview. I have to shower. I gotta trim up the old beard of mine. The old red beard, they call it. I gotta do my hair. I didn't have time to do my nails. I don't do my nails, but I wouldn't have had time for it if I did. Slow it down. Nice. Bakersfield discovered. So anyway, I do that, and I'm sipping on the coffee, and then I start thinking, I'm like, great, I'm gonna have this coffee, and as soon as I get to the interview, I'm probably gonna start feeling it. So I was freaking out because the interview, I'll tell you a little bit about it, but I knew when I was in the interview I was gonna be working. So I was like, okay, and they're very safety oriented. So I had to, squat and then pick up these big pallets or these big, cases. So I kind of sat there this morning, drinking the coffee, and thinking to myself, great, I'm going to squat down and just shit all over the floor. And, just imagine that. Just be in an interview, a new job, new people, good money, good job, great job, and just shitting in the interview, on accident, and just having to explain them. Yeah, sorry, it was the coffee. That's a little French vanilla right there. That would be embarrassing. I will tell you that did not happen. I can confirm I did not soil myself at the interview. If you have, please let me know. Please inform me. Please let me know. Let me know in the comments on YouTube. And let me know if you soiled yourself before in an interview. I want to see how you got out of it. Did you just leave? I would probably just left. I'd have been like, sorry. No, I don't know. I probably would have cleaned it up. I've definitely had people soil on my bathroom floors, and I would have rather them tell me, and at least attempt to clean it up. Of course, they didn't, but that's a story for another day. That would not be very good. So, anyways, I was sitting in my room, and I was thinking about the beds I wanted to try everything. So this interview, I get there. So it's PepsiCo. Sweet company. Pepsi products, chips, food, items. It's a big company. Billions of dollars. I'm watching this video. Billions of dollars in each of these specific items of food and drink. So big, very big. Obviously, you see Pepsi everywhere. Pepsi products everywhere. So I go in. I pull in to the first building, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is small. Why did my GPS take me here? And then I look to my right, and there's a big old sign that says Pepsi, and I'm like, okay, that's probably where I need to go. I'm assuming. I'm throwing this out there. This is probably where I'm supposed to go. I'm not smart, but if it didn't say Pepsi, it would have said, yo, dummy, it's right here. Pull over this way. So that's what I did. I pulled over that way. I parked out, and now let me tell you, I'm freaking out. Come on. I'm freaking out. I am not doing well. I did not sleep. I literally had dreams last night of this interview. When I woke up this morning, I already thought I failed the interview. I convinced myself that I already went to the interview, and I totally just botched it. It was not a good time. That was a nightmare. That was horrible. And it was so vivid too. A lot of my dreams are good. I got some good dreams. not bad. I've been on this like melatonin stuff, and decent dreams. It's not bad. But last night, I was freaking out so hard, just anxiety just built up inside of me. All right, we're gonna make a nice turn. Don't hit the sign. Didn't hit the sign. So yeah, so I'm dreaming, and it was disgusting. It was scary. I made up people. I made up situations. Has anybody done that before? It's not just me, obviously. I'm sure it's been around. I'm sure people, when they get anxious, they start coming up with these wild, wild things, like pooping in the interview. Who even thinks of that stuff? What is wrong with me? So, I don't know. So, I got to the interview, and the lady wasn't there at her desk, so I'm like standing there awkwardly, kind of looking around. And then she comes out, she's like, oh, hey. It's like, yo, it's me, here for an interview. Yep, they know you're here. I'm like, they already know I'm here? I hope I didn't, like, pick my nose or something. Are they watching me right now? So she's like, sit down, wait for this guy, and we'll be good to go. So I'm like, all right, dope. So I sit down, and at this point, I'm already in my mind, like, they're already watching me. So I'm sitting there, I'm smiling, I'm sitting upright in my chair. I'm like, okay, I gotta look like I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to party. For some reason. I could have just been normal and comfortable. It probably would have came off a little bit better. So this guy comes in, and now she told me, like, the head guy was waiting for me, who was gonna come get me. And this kid comes out. Now, kid, I say kid, he's probably around my age, around the 30s area, maybe even a little bit younger. So this dude comes up, and he's like, hey, this is me, this is you, blah, blah, blah. He took me to the head guy. So this kid there, we'll call him Fabio. I don't know why. So Fabio took me up there, and he's the one interviewing me. He seemed kind of nervous. So I think he's newer in the management positions, and he was right next to like the head guy. So I think he was they're like throwing him like, yo, you want more responsibilities? You're interviewing people. So apparently they're doing, like, they did 3 before me today. They had me, and now they're doing like 3 more tomorrow. So very nerve-wracking because I got a lot of competition. A lot of crackheads around here. A lot of people, crackhead strength. All this job is about strength and physical movements. You do a little crack, you're going to be strong. I wouldn't know about that, but, I've heard some things.
Thanks for tuning in to the Weather Channel.
Oh, the weather. What's the weather going to be like?
There is a chance for sunny weather. The best weather you ever did see. No rain. No snow. No cats, no dogs, no flying meatballs either.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, what? Oh, you're in California? Oh, I'm in Florida. So that's wrong. Don't listen to me. I don't know. I'm in the wrong place.
Jesus, well, that didn't help me at all. I'm speeding.
Little boy, let me tell you.
So we're going through some questions, formalities, if you will. They give me a paper. He's like, Fabio's like, here's a piece of paper. Immediately, I'm like, okay, I got to open this piece of paper. And he's like, don't open it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. So they recommend bring steel-toe shoes. And let me tell you, I read that email 500 times just to make sure I brought everything that I needed. Because if I didn't read it 500 times, I would ultimately assume that I was bringing the wrong thing. I should probably not go that way. Like, I would bring the wrong thing, or I would bring shorts instead of pants, or I would bring the wrong colored shirt. Every little detail had to be absolutely perfect. Sorry, I'm focusing. Oh, no. Alright, get up on this hill here.
Let's go,
Oh, do you see that sign? Not anymore. Not anymore. So they recommend wearing steel toe boots. But it also said, do not go out and buy them if you don't have them. Wear tennis shoes. Which in my mind, I'm like, am I dumb? I don't even know what tennis shoes are. Are those shoes when you go tennis playing? So I literally looked them up. I was like, what are tennis shoes? They were just normal shoes. I just wore my normal shoes. So I get in there and he's like, Fresno. They have these like cool, and I didn't even know there were a thing. They like slip on your shoes and they have steel toe ends to them that just slip on your shoe. So he gives me a pair, Fabio gives me a pair, and Mr. Head Honcho looks at him and he's like, I'm not gonna make it. I made it, nice. The Head Honcho guy's like, yo, those aren't gonna fit him. I was like, stop looking at my feet. That was my biggest concern. Are my feet that big? So he's like, get the triple XL ones. I'm like, what? Are my feet that big? Those were, yes, they were way too big. Those were excruciatingly too big. Way too big. And nothing fit. Nothing fit. And then, so I'm a musician. I kind of hate bringing up that I'm a musician to people, especially in quote-unquote important people that I need to impress or I want to in a situation. I hate bringing it up because I brought it up today and I knew what was going to happen. I was like, oh, I play guitar. And the first thing he asks me, you know, he's an older dude, very cool guy, very nice guy, very, very professional. He's like, oh, who in your mind is the best guitar player in the world? Now, I'm the kind of guitar player that, I'm the kind of guitar player, oh no! So anyways, Beverly was trying to take control. There we go. That's embarrassing. So I'm the kind of guitar player that, like, I write a lot of original music. You know, I grew up listening to Nirvana and Blink-187 and, oh, come on. I'm a Weird Al Yankovic. Oh, geez, that was terrible. I ruined that. So, like, no guitar player really stuck out to me, you know, as very good. I love the hair metal. I loved that. Riffs and solos and all that stuff, but I never really cared who played it. Maybe that's bad. Maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe I should appreciate the guitar player a little bit more. But I just didn't care. I didn't give a diddly. I loved the music, and that's all I really cared about. So he asked me, and the first thing that came to my head, and with these situations, again, I'm freaking out. So, of course, the first thing I say is Jimi Hendrix. And I don't even listen to Jimi Hendrix. I don't even listen to him. So why would I say it? Because in my mind, right after I said it, I was like, okay, what's the next obvious question he would ask me? Oh, what's your favorite song? And guess what? I don't know any of his songs. I haven't listened to him in years. I remember that brings me back to a day where I was wearing a Jimi Hendrix shirt. And this chick looks at me and is like, tell me your favorite Jimi Hendrix song. And she's like, not this song. Everybody knows this song. And I see, now I'm spacing on the name. It goes, boom, 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 boom. That song, I can't even remember. It's going to bother me now. That song. I knew the song at the time. And she's like, yeah, other than that song, what Jimi Hendrix song? You know, when they call you out on your band t-shirt, even though you got the band t-shirt because your parents are cheap and they just bought you a shirt, just, you know, a $2 shirt on the rack, you know, they don't even listen to Jimi Hendrix, so I don't even know why they gave me the shirt. I had no interest in him at all. He's great, whatever, he's wonderful. But I didn't care. from that day forward in high school when I saw her, she called me Jimmy. She called me Jimmy. I don't know. So fortunately in this story, he does not end up asking me what my favorite Jimi Hendrix song was. He did not end up... Oh, that was a... It was a very good situation because he did not call me Jimmy afterwards. He is not now calling me Jimmy, which is very, very excellent. It's a win in my book based on past things. Oh, copper on a bike. Well, I'm speeding too. Another copper. Lots of cops around. So I watch a little video and I'm trying to focus, and when I watch things or read things, my ADH double triple D go into overdrive. It's like, ooh, squirrel. I'm like a dog, you know, on that movie Up, and it's like, ooh, tennis ball or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember that movie. But you know what I'm saying, the dog, the talking dog. And it's like, ooh, squirrel. I'm that person. I'm all over the place. So I'm thinking 12 steps ahead when I should actually be rewinding a little bit and living in the moment, because there's good information right in front of me that I really need to pay attention to, because it was leading me into the work assessment stage in my interview. This is very nice scenery, by the way. Very beautiful scenery. International Harvester. So I pay attention. It goes through. We're talking, and we go down outside. We go to the assessment area. I walk in, just straight up warehouse. So the only thing in this warehouse are a bunch of forklifts and this little station. Now, for purposes that I just remembered, I had to like sign this thing saying I wouldn't share information about the actual assessment itself, so I'm kind of glad I didn't remember that, or I just remembered that. So I'm not going to share that part of it. But basically, I'm picking stuff up and I'm putting it down. They just wanted to make sure that I could handle the position. I could handle the job. Let me tell you, at the end of that time that I was doing that little assessment, and again, they warned me before about the assessment, so they warn everybody. I'm just not going to get into the details of what I actually did, which wasn't very hard. It was basic enough. Just following directions. They just wanted to make sure I could follow directions and could keep up with the pace. So at the end of the 15 minutes or 20 or whatever long it was, I was sweating. It was pretty difficult. Now, I'm not going to say I'm the most overweight gentleman in the world. I'm definitely not the smallest. But the last 3 or 4 months, I've been shooting stuff up my nose. I've been drinking my weight in alcohol. I've been smoking since I was a kid. Not cigarettes. Cigarettes are bad for you. But marijuana. The Reef, the Mary Jane. So I'm not doing so well at this point. So I'm picking stuff up. I'm putting things down. I succeeded. You suck! Get out of the way! Jesus! I can't even get out of the way! Jesus, I think I'm stuck on him now. There we go. Back up. Thank you. You suck. I hate you. Look, I'm looking at you.
He wasn't okay with it. He went up to the purse snatcher and he's like, "Yo, give them back the purse." And he's like, "No." And he's like, "All right, I don't got
I can't even go around him.
So he beat him in the face. Jeremiah was very strong.
I can't even go around him. Get out of the way. getting him. He's moving. I'm going to make him move. There we go. Baby, we're on a roll now. Yeah, you better put your four-ways on. Stuff's going down. Mamma jamma. So, workout assessment done. I'm sweating bullets. I did it. But that was like 20 minutes. I got to do that for 8 hours. I'm going to have muscles growing on my muscles if I get this job. I'm going to have muscles on my fingers. Little finger muscles. Definitely leg muscles. Definitely arm muscles. Maybe my beer gut will go away. Who knows? So that made me a little nervous. I was like, all right, if that little bit of work tired me out, can I handle this job? So it gets me freaking out a little bit more. Can I handle this job? Can I do okay at this job? I'm still going to try. I hope they give me the job. If anybody from Pepsi's listening, I hope they give me the job. Please give me the job. Because if you don't give me the job, I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. Be a truck driving maniac. Running into... Oh, I like this commercial.
You feel like nothing is worth it in this life anymore?
This is a really good one.
Nobody loves you? Well, I love you. Help is available by just 3 little numbers.
Do it.
Call it. Come on. 988. 988. Call it. 988. 988. Everybody. 988. 988. Everybody. 988. 988. Help is available if you're going through something really rough, contemplating suicide, you're having a crisis. Call this lifeline. They will help you.
Yeah, that was a nice little commercial there. This radio station has been brought to you by Fred Bob. KW24601, the radio station. So I hope you're enjoying the music. I hope you're enjoying the tunes. And I hope you're driving the good times. And drive the good times. That makes sense. Don't you worry about it. It makes sense to me. That's all that matters. So I got done the assessment, and then there was more interview questions. So that was a wide turn. We're going through, I should probably slow down a little bit. So we're going through some interview questions. And they were normal. It was just a bunch of questions. It was nothing crazy. I used to manage a store before, so I've had to interview employees. And I feel like some of the questions are kind of silly. But it's very interesting to see how the interviewee responds to the silly questions. Because it's questions that, when I dreamt these questions, I did not think they would ask this question. So it kind of designs you to get thrown off a little bit. So it's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. One question in particular was, what percentage of your life do you control? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And so I found out I talk too much. And I go into a spiel. I'm like, okay, well, right now, life, I'm not going to get into it, but life is a little difficult. However, work, I'm all in. When I leave my house and I go through the doors to go to work, I am 100%. So, and I'm making these calculations in my head. I'm like, all right, so what percentage would that be, Mr. Man? 50%. So 50% is at work. And I'm like talking to, like I'm talking how I'm talking now. I'm like, all right, so 50% already. And on my life, it's a little bit more. It's not complete. And he looks at me, stares me deep in the eyes. I thought he was gonna like say something really sentimental. And he asks me, so what percentage of your life do you control? And I look back at him, nearly crying, and I was like, 80%? And he's like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Cool. All right, we're done here. Okay, cool. Really nice people, really cool company. I think I'm gonna really like it. Hopefully they'll offer it to me. Very interesting job. Like I said, I could get some good exercise in. I could get a decent paycheck, some stability. That's all I need. I'm done those jobs where I'm working nights, and then the next day I'm working mornings, and then the next day I'm doing this, and the next day I'm doing that, and I'm doing the jiggy jiggy woogie woogie. I don't want to do that no more. I want to make decent money. I want some good benefits. I'd love to start a family someday. I'd love to, be an adult. I'd love to finally grow up a little bit. I guess speaking of growing up, I got to do my chores. I got to stop laying in bed all day, watching the television, and do the dishes every once in a while. I got to do the laundry. It's just me right now as it is, so it's very difficult doing these things for myself. I hate myself a lot. So why would I want to do things to better my life when in turn I just don't like living anyways? As depressing as that is, it makes a little sense. But then again, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense at all, because if my life sucks anyways, there's a reason for it. So why keep going in these patterns? Keep, in this routine of living like a Piggly Wiggly, and just do a damn dish. Just do a damn wash and load. Put in a load, take out a load. Clean up around the house. You should have seen my room a couple months ago. Hoo-wee, that's a story and a half. I'm blowing the old pixie dust. My nose is growing something on the inside. It feels like there's a demon inside of my nose. So I'm blowing it, and I don't even have a garbage in my room. Those tissues be flying. They be flying on the floor. Because I might be finding them later and licking them up, because there might be a little dust on them. That's nasty. That's gross. I apologize for that. But let me tell you, it's going to get a lot worse. So just do some chores. I don't know a lot. I'm not a major in life. I'm not a minor in life either. I'm not anything. I don't know anything. But what I do know is what not to do. I'm a professional at things that you probably shouldn't be doing. Like leaving dirty tissues all over your floor. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. Like doing drugs in the first place. Like, do your own thing. Do whatever you want. I wouldn't advise it. I'm very depressed. Not even for anything else. Health, safety, all that other fun stuff. I'm not doing too well mentally because it's affected my brain. So you want to lift yourself up a little bit? Get up in the morning. Make your damn bed. You want to feel good after you have a little bit of din-din? Wash a dish. Put it in that dishwasher. You don't have a dishwasher? Buy yourself a house and put a dishwasher in it. Might take 10 years, but if you want that dishwasher, anything's possible, my friend. Also, That'd be bad. It'd blow up. Oh, hey, Copper. Oh, real big accident. Holy moly. More adulting news. I started talking to a girl today. So I'm on the Tinder, on that online dating. Hasn't worked for me very well at all. I'm like on, I'm off, I'm on and off. I really don't think it's a good idea that I'm doing any kind of dating or trying of dating while I'm trying to be sober. But it's somebody to talk to, so it's kind of nice. And she seems pretty cool. She's a nice person. She works in the hospital, good job, good beliefs, all that fun stuff. Again, I might not be all in, and I'm very intensious when I'm getting into it. I'd like to say I'm very mature when it comes to relationships and dating. It's been like 6 years, 5 years since I've even dated a girl. Really truly talked to him and really cared about a woman. So I'm going to give it a whirl. I think it was nice. I had a really long conversation today, but part of me was like, you know how much stuff I could be getting done right now? I talked to her on the phone for maybe 3-4 hours. Yes, that's very nice and it's very good, but I got a lot of work to do. But maybe I needed a little break. Maybe I deserved a little break after freaking out this whole week from this interview. So maybe I'm just being too hard on myself. Maybe I need to just back off a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I need to let myself feel a little bit of happiness sometimes. I truly feel that I want to be the happiest person in the world, but I don't deserve it. Oop, sounds like I'm falling asleep. What do I got? 9 minutes left? Plenty of time, and then I'll fall asleep. Don't fall asleep on the road. Drive sober and don't fall asleep on the road.
So he worked all day and he worked all night and he created this creature without a fright. His name was Roberto and he was a robot.
Roberto the robot.
He was a robot.
Come on, let's go.
Roberto.
So that was cool. I'm going to keep talking to her. She's pretty nifty. So actually, it kind of worked out nicely. I matched up with her. Come on. I'm going to run a red light. Oh, I didn't. Nice. I matched up with her months ago. Talked for like that day. And then she stopped talking to me. So I was like, all right, cool. That's fine. To each their own. And then she hit me up yesterday. Last night, actually. She has the COVID. And I feel really bad. It sucks. I mean, everybody's pretty much had it at this point, so it's not, super bad unless it's really bad, which sucks. But yeah, she's got it, and she kind of wants to hang out, but I was like, I really don't need to get sick right now. So I wrote her a couple songs. Oh, Jesus. Making those wide turns. I wrote her a couple songs, tried to make her feel good. Being Mr. Sly. So that was nice. It was pretty cool. Have a nice human interaction for once. Other than a couple of my close friends. But it was nice to have, a woman's, perspective on a couple things. So she's aware of what I'm dealing with right now. And she's supporting my sobriety. And that's all I could ever ask for. So, all right. That was a load and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly. Jeez. All right. Have I gotten better from yesterday?
Roberto looks back at me and I look back at Roberto and Roberto looks back at me and I look back at Roberto.
I guess it doesn't even matter. I'm not even backing up. So this should be easier.
Oh my God, it works, Roberto.
There it is. That was a really nice haul. Other than the beginning where I literally crashed. Gotta get this nice and straight. Look at that. Jeez, my dude's gonna fall asleep. Jeez, I literally had it too.
Anyway, so he competes with me and I'm like, oh my God, you could venture the land. You won't hurt no living soul.
So I'm glad I got to talk to you, ladies and germs, today. I'm glad I got on. I'm not sure if this is going to be a consecutive... Oh, Jesus. Oh, I missed that part. I don't know if this is going to be a consecutive situation that I'm going to get into daily. It's just... I don't know yet. We're gonna play it by ear. I'm gonna start posting some stuff, and we're gonna see how it works. You know what I'm gonna do? I gotta talk a little bit more, anyways. So we're gonna see how it flies through. We're gonna see how this is doing. If you've watched this, I appreciate your watching it. Very nice of you. I hope you're getting something from this. Again, I'm no professional, but I hope you're living. I hope you're, if you're not happy, I hope you're going to get happy. And I know podcasts for me, I don't know what you would call this, but I would hope that this gives you something, some insight, some, you know, maybe if you're trying to be sober with me, you know? Be sober while you're watching this video at least. Take a little break. Take a little breath. So I have a little note card. Come on. Yes. Okay, all right. I'll just back up a little bit. Oh! Yeah! There it is, baby. That was a horrible job. Very cool. So I have these little cue cards to, you know, give me ideas. Oh, damage penalty? What did I make? 20 grand. Look at that. I'm an enthusiast. So I have this cue card with me just to give me ideas to talk about, you know, keep me in focus, because sometimes I like to get off the rails, get off that trucking rails just a little bit. And the last thing I have here says no pants. I'm not wearing pants. Just want to let you guys know that. Alrighty, thank you so much for being here, hanging out. I hope you all had a wonderful time. As wonderful as I did. Kept my mind off anything. I'm pretty confident I will not be drinking tonight. I went to the store where I normally buy the drinks. You know what I bought? I bought milk. And I bought Coca-Cola, baby. So, I think tonight we're going to be sober. And that's a win for me. That's a win in my book. So thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you're living. Make sure you're laughing. And most of all, make sure you're driving sober. Have a good night. Tesla. Roberto, compete with me.